Hello guys, so I'm short on the S&P and Nasdaq because this point of control seems like it cannot hold. They've dropped from the same point as before, so I'm playing that memory in the market that they will drop down from this point again. I have this huge bid here on the Nasdaq that I'm trading towards. Yeah, that's the reason. We can see the trend is to the downside. They drop, they retrace, they drop, they retrace. So I'm trading another retrace to the downside. Let's see if I'm right with these trades. I'm using a bit more size, so I have to focus. There's the drop. I want to see a large amount of sell contracts on the S&P, and then Nasdaq should follow with the move down. But I have to be careful because they could reverse to the upside very quickly as well. Just want to look for those confirmations. So I also want to see a huge bid on the S&P as well, which I saw here at 900 bids, which is still there. You can see. So the big bid is still there. So I do think they will come back down to transact on that big bid as well. I just have to be patient. Let's see. I just have to absorb those kinds of moves where they quickly move up. And we can see they just as quickly came back down. So some selling on the S&P. 150 offer. They will come back down to this big bid. It's still there. Just want to mark it off. Let's see if this 50 mil will hold, which I do believe it will. Act as a resistance point, then we'll trade back towards the previous low. Happy to lose around 500 bucks on this trade. This is usually where you would see an exhaustive move. Let's see if S&P will confirm that. Those are the kind of sharp retraces that I was talking about. There's the big bid. You can see how the robots that move these markets are programmed to just come down. Do you see how they pull that how they pull the bid? So these algorithms are designed to come into places where there is a big amount of contracts placed on the limit bid or the offer. So they're just manipulating these markets, which is illegal, by the way, but it happens, and we are just exploiting those things right now. That they push up again. Again, you can see again a huge bid. So they're doing the same thing over and over again. And then you can see how these assets drop down immediately when they see these big bids. There's a sweep. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I have to be very careful right now. I will just take the profits. I will take the profits. I do not care if they sweep down even more. I mean, we had the logic. We did place the trades, follow the rules, use proper size, and paid ourselves. That's it, right? Nothing else to do. I don't really care if they drop down. Even more, if I see this fast movement that just happened, I just like to get out. Look at that, another big bid. And then it gets pulled, you can see it doesn't get transacted. And then this one gets pulled as well. So you can see how they're manipulating the markets over and over again. Very interesting. Hope you guys learned something from this video. You see what the spoof is and how we can exploit that spoof in the market, how we are doing the same things over and over again. And yeah, I will look to maybe trade some more if I can see the same things happening, just trading that memory in the market. I'll see you guys around.